Okay, 80R. Step 2. If you look at your instructions, okay, it asks you to check the printout that you've just completed. Once you've checked the printout, okay, check for spelling mistakes. Check for capital letters. So there, okay, is a spelling mistake that you will need to correct unless you've done it already. So that says spin instead of Spain. Okay. So any other spelling mistakes, okay, including capital letters. If you haven't got capital letters for names of cities and countries and resorts, then you need to change those. Identify any mistakes in your database table and print it out again. Okay, so highlight any mistakes. Don't throw the one with mistakes in the bin. Okay, just put it in your folder and print the database out again, hopefully this time with no mistakes. So I should see, yeah, if you've copied that, yeah, you should spot there matter, that should be Malta. Okay, so there are a few mistakes in the database that you'll need to identify and correct, and then print your work again. Once that's done, it's time to start searching, okay, the database to find answers to questions. Like we did with the AutoTrader website, we're going to search the database. So once I've corrected my mistakes, I can close the database table. Question number 1, Mr. Smith or Mrs. Smith wants to go anywhere as long as she can fly from Cardiff. So we're going to try and find a holiday that's suitable for Mrs. Smith. So to do that, I click the Create tab. I then select Query Wizard. Simple Query Wizard, and I click OK. Every time I do a query, I need to make sure it says Table Holidays. I then move all the available fields to the selected side, and I click Next. I don't need to change anything there. I leave that as it is, and I click Next. At this point, I need to give this search, this query, a new name, and I'm going to call it Flights from Cardiff. And I'm going to put my initials on the end, so when it comes out of the printer, I know it belongs to. And I click the little radio button that says Modify the Query Design, and I click Finish. And I'm presented with a table with all my fields contained in it. And it's this that I use to search for flights from Cardiff. So I need to enter the criteria that is relevant. So in this case, it's going to be on the departure airport field. And the criteria, you see where it says criteria, I go along underneath departure airport, underneath the little tick. I'm going to type Cardiff. Okay, that's the criteria. It's been set, and I type that in. And now I simply click Run. And that's found all the flights from Cardiff. File, print preview. Okay, 2 pages again, landscape or portrait, it doesn't matter. And I print that piece of work out. So I've got evidence that I've searched for flights from Cardiff. I can then close it. Asks me if I want to save my changes. I say yes. That is how you complete the first basic simple search. In the next video, I'll talk about some of the more complicated ones that you will be expected to do.